We've got a fair bit to get through here, I think. The McDonald's secret menu. All here in its integrity. We need to take a look at it. Let's see what it's all about. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. The continuing quest for finding awesome food has brought us back to McDonald's again. So they've decided to swap their menu around. The Christmas menu's now left us. You know, Grinchmas is all gone. And there's an interesting new menu that they've brought out. That's called the secret menu. I'll tell you what, let me explain this to you as I go through the drive-thru. Let's just get a move on, shall we? So the secret menu is a concept that's been around for a while now. And it's around the idea that, you know, basically, it's not an actual menu. It's the concept that people have bought things in the past, certain things, combined them to make like new items, but they've never been official. They've never been like an actual thing, if that makes sense. But I think McDonald's have been listening. They've been paying attention, and they've decided to make this menu official. A certain couple of things anyway. There is one item that's come out on the secret menu, the Chicken Big Mac. I'm not going to buy the Chicken Big Mac. I don't know why it's even on there or been announced alongside everything else on this secret menu, but I thought the Chicken Big Mac had been around for quite some time. It's more like a returning item. Of course, the Big Arch is now back. That's something to be aware of, because that is a stunning burger. It's not a stunning burger, but it's a great McDonald's burger. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We have the goods. We have the goods. I think the whole lot came to £17. Let's go park up and take a look. What are you doing, fella? Come on. I've got food I need to test out. Some people are so miserable. Lovely. Okay, let's try not to spill this. And we have yet another entirely new menu, the McDonald's secret menu. All here in its integrity. We need to take a look at it. Let's see what it's all about. So like I said, I didn't get the Chicken Big Mac. There's the 2 burgers. There's a couple of other bits here. We're going to start with the stuff that's going to melt first. So first we're going to start off with this espresso milkshake, which they did actually give me a straw for. I should have checked that. I had my faith in their hands. Actually, we need to take the lid off first. So as far as I can tell, it's just a normal milkshake. They give you this little shot of espresso in here, so then you can just pour it in like that, I imagine. There we go. Just drop it in there. It's basically like an espresso shot. Can't show you too far, otherwise I'm going to tip it. Give it a little stir, maybe, perhaps. This is a secret item that people have been loving and enjoying. Pretty basic, isn't it? I think it's quite clever. Let's have a taste. That's clever. To whoever invented that, that's clever. Okay, that works. I like that. I've always been more of a hot coffee drinker myself. I'm not really like an iced latte kind of person. That is, I like that. It's £3.89. It's not really something that you're going to have in the morning, like for a coffee, is it? It's a bit of an afternoon, bit of a treat kind of thing. They should just do that as a standard item. Definitely keep it. A good bit of stuff, that. This is the Surf and Turf burger. They all come in these boxes here. You've obviously got the 2 different options. It's all secret. It's all hush-hush. It's not anymore, is it? So this was £4.39, the Surf and Turf. And there it is. So it's the same bun that you get with like a fillet of fish. It's that, you know, that brioche bun. You've got 2 beef patties in here, a fish patty as well, 2 cheese slices, pickles, onions, and ketchup. There she is. That's what's come out to me. Let's have a little look in there. Got 2 gherkins on top. Not bad. Not bad. 2 gherkins. So you have 2 burger patties in there. There's 2 burger patties in there. And then you just have the fillet of fish on the bottom as well with it. By the end of this video, it's going to be an absolute miracle if somehow I don't get sauce on the white part of my top. But let's give it a go. I'm not sure. So this is basically a double cheeseburger with the fillet of fish bun and the piece of fillet of fish on bottom. I can see how people can like it, but it's like the cheeseburger's good, and in my opinion, the fillet of fish is good. It's like red and blue. But then when you mix red and blue, you don't get red blue, do you? You get purple. It's a completely different thing. So when you mix these 2 together, it's an all right taste. The components are still there, but I'm not sure if it goes together. I mean, it's eatable. I like it, but it's not blowing my head off. Oh, I've got a pickle then. It's very interesting when you mix that pickle with the fillet of fish. So the fillet of fish on its own is £4.89. I've just had a discovery here. The fillet of fish on its own costs more than having the fillet of fish in with a double cheeseburger by about 50p. Don't understand that. Fillet of fish, yeah, it was all right. Nothing to rave about, but yeah, it was good. So let's get the apple pie. Do I break it up or do I just go in? So instead of just dipping it in, I think I'm going to break it up. This could get messy. If you are doing it this way, I think it would have made sense to like give me a big pot, but with a small portion serving, if that makes sense. Let's give it a stuff in there, shall we? Get it all, get the apple pie down, get it cooled. There we go. Get ourselves a mouthful of this. Hopefully it doesn't go everywhere. Cheers. I'll tell you what, the apple pie is just... stuffing it in there probably might not have been the great idea because it's just melted it almost instantly. I can see the appeal. You can see, because I put the apple pie in there, it's just... all the McFlurry's just melted. So I think it might be like a dip thing, perhaps, if you do this. I think the way you should do it, I've saved one piece, thankfully, is to just probably dip it in there in future. Just take it out like that. Get a piece on there. Very messy. So this apple pie mini McFlurry cost £3.09. The hot apple pie on its own, the one that came with this, was £1.99. The Cadbury mini McFlurry on its own is £2.09. And they serve these items to you separately. As you saw, I had to, you know, combine them. So if you did fancy not combining them and fancy getting yourself a mini Galaxy McFlurry and then getting yourself a hot apple pie as well, winner winner, you've saved yourself £1. I thought it was all right. Not my cup of tea. I do like hot apple pies though, but I'm not sure about dipping them in ice cream. Now then, now we've got the chicken cheeseburger. Again, it's in one of these black boxes, one of these top secret boxes. Again, it's in a brioche bun. So it's served in a brioche bun. Loving their brioche buns, aren't they, at the moment? Is McDonald's. Let's take it out of its box. It looks very box standard. Looks very, very simple. With this one, you've got, that's the biggest pickle I've ever seen at McDonald's. They're giving me 2 pickles, piece of cheese, cheeseburger, and this chicken slice at the bottom, which doesn't look like a chicken mayo chicken slice. I thought it would be. Is it? I'm pretty sure that isn't what they put in the chicken mayos. Let me know in the comments. So chicken and beef, does it work together? See what everyone's been up to, shall we? Is it weird to like that? I like that. I think that's good. Out of everything that I'd have tried here, I'd have thought this would be the worst. Not the worst, but I'd have thought this would have been the one that I'd have enjoyed the least. It's really funny because you're getting the taste from, like, the gherkins are meeting the chicken, which isn't something that usually, you know, those two items never usually meet in a burger. It's not just the beef and the chicken. You get that gherkin in there as well. And along with the ketchup, and it's in a brioche bun, so it is different. This isn't something that you'd be able to combine usually, because you wouldn't usually have the brioche bun. You know, even if you bought, say for instance, a chicken mayo and a cheeseburger, you wouldn't get the brioche bun. So, in a sense, that makes this the most individual item, perhaps. Yeah, I like this. What was the price of it? Getting away with myself. That's impressed me, that has. The mad combinations that people come up with is insane. Chicken cheeseburger, £3.89 for this. There is one more item that I forgot to mention. They're also selling Big Mac sauce as well. Look at that. One of those normal pots. I love Big Mac sauce. This is how much I love Big Mac sauce. I bought 10 of them. I thought to hell with it. They're only 20p each as well. So a very quick rundown with my final thoughts. The espresso milkshake. Love that. That was great. Bit on the more expensive side, towards £4 for something that, you know, it's not really going to be a morning drink, unless you're an absolute savage. I'm not judging. That was great. Top marks for that. The second best, most memorable item would have to be this. The chicken cheeseburger. This combination strangely works. Personal preference, I love it. Brioche bun, gherkin, chicken, beef. It worked. Then after that had to be the surf and turf. Just don't think the filet fish went well with the cheeseburger, in my opinion. They're both great as individual items, but not together. And then the apple pie McFlurry. Make sure not to stick the hot apple pie in your McFlurry straight away. I've saved you the hassle with that one because you're just going to melt it, as you saw. You're almost getting 2 items for £1 cheaper. So if you want to take advantage of that, feel free. But I wouldn't have it again, I don't think. I bet that Big Mac sauce is going to sell out quickly, though. Watch that fly off the shelves. Thank you, as always, for tuning in, guys. Cue the music.